Right, welcome everyone to another episode of the Love Island Cast. I am one of your hosts, Chris Phelps, and my co-host is Mr. Dave Horrocks.
Hey there, Chris. It's great to speak to you again about a bit of Love Island, but I must admit I'm quite delighted. We're almost at the finish line. So where do you want to start from today?
The two absolutely pathetic bullshit from China dates, Dave. Let me tell you.
Heartless. You got no soul. Where's your romanticism?
Well, Dave, I can't even spell that, let alone watch it. So I'm genuinely not invested in this. Molly May, the fake tears come out again. It looked like she'd been sprayed under her eyes with a bit of water.
Well, I was going to say that. I did see some actual water this time. I've been quick to call her out when she's completely bone dry and she's, apparently crying. But she did seem to have wet eyes, at least. They didn't seem red, but, you did see a bit of moisture there. Yeah,
we did see moisture, but I'm still calling it a production trick, David. I'm still calling it a production trick. And also, we had Anton and Belle going on a helicopter. I've got to say that I did see a little theory, so please humour me. So you've got Ovi in India. They get basically a meal in the villa. So you had Curtis and Maura with a dinner date. And I did see online one of the theories for somebody had said, this is exactly what happened last year. The two people that they want to win go on the better date, which is the second date, and there's no expense spared because it's in everyone's subconscious on that episode when it comes to the public vote. Now, Anton and Belle get a helicopter ride, which is absolute nonsense. Poor Ovi and that gets beans on toast with a couple of candles. You've got Molly May and Tommy get this massive, absolute mansion of a place, absolutely luxurious, lovely place with the worst, most pathetic dance sequence at the end, Dave. It was, oh my God, talk about being sick. And I think I'm in agreement with a lot of people. I'm over Tommy. I've been a big fan of Tommy. I think he's a nice lad, but I'm over him. I just think it's ridiculous now. It's just gone to the point where I don't believe in absolute anything that's been said in the villa. And I did see someone put a great tweet out that's been retweeted like thousands of times, and it basically listed each couple. It said, Ovi in India, 6 or 8 months. Tommy and Molly May, drain every bit of money out of it, probably 6 months. Belle and Anton, as soon as you leave the villa, Anton's going to dump Belle. And then Amber and Greg probably last about a week. And it basically ran down on Curtis and Maura. I think that was something like on the way back to the actual production place she was going to dump him. It was just like absolutely to a T. I think Ovi in India could be the slow burner, but no one else is going to be together. And the dance bit with Tommy and Molly, I was like, oh, fuck off. You know what I mean? It was just like ridiculous.
I can't believe you, Chris. Romance is dead. Where's the romantic Chris side?
Dave, look.
This is what you're going to tell me. I've been married for 20 years.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I've been married for 20 years. I am a hopeless romantic with my lovely wife, Samantha. But what sort of real life are you going to be living in to do that they did on that date? It's a fantastic one-off thing. It's a great spectacle, and it looks good for the camera. But I'm just sat there like, why have we had to sit through 2 whole episodes of them talking utter bullshit, which amounts to absolutely nothing about the life after the villa and all this? I'm like, I don't fucking believe it. There's only over you I believe, Dave, and India, I think, might have something. Everyone else, I'm just like, no, it's not going to happen. It's just, I know I've been a complete cynic on this, but to watch the last 2 episodes, barring the challenge, the lads' challenge, which was quite funny today, they could have filled this in 5 minutes on each show, and they've just filled us with half an hour of shit, and basically like campaigning to become the Prime Minister or campaigning for someone to, someone's getting in somewhere, like a counsellor or something. It was ridiculous.
Kissing babies and stuff.
Yeah, it was just fucking rubbish, to be honest. It was rubbish TV.
It wasn't great, but I don't know. There's a small part of me that quite enjoyed it. I do think Tommy's genuine, like you say. There's an element of doubt for me. I'm not completely bought in still with Molly May, but there's enough doubt that I'm getting it wrong and it could actually be genuine. So I think that could actually work. I actually thought Anton and Belle got what looked like the most expensive date.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Can you imagine that? I mean, that would be the best date of your life, wouldn't it? Fly out to some secluded little rock and, there's the table and everything set up for you. You've got the finest wines, the finest food and everything. You waited on hand and foot. That looked pretty special to me. Yeah,
Dave, I swear to God, I'm not saying it like it being horrible. It looked fantastic as a spectacle. It looked fantastic. And if they stay together, pessimistic Chrissy will hold my hands up and I'll actually do a podcast on my own in 6 months and say, you know what? I was wrong and I was being a bell end. I'm quite happy to take the stick. I give enough stick out. I can take it if I am wrong and I'll do a little Love Island catch up. But if any of these are still together in 6 months, Dave, I will eat my bollocks. I'm telling you.
Well, actually, I am gonna take that bit of audio clip and just keep retweeting it every day until they're all still together, hopefully. But I do say, I'm going to completely contradict myself now because I said Tommy did seem completely genuine. Now, there was a little warning sign, though, where Molly May was asking him about, will he cook for her on the outside? So, yeah. All right, what can you cook then? Paella. Fuck off. There is no way on this planet he would ever be able to cook a paella.
No.
He's struggled to make green tea without milk. We saw that starter that he made for Maura, his little cheese on dry bread with a bit of mayonnaise and ketchup on it. I mean, I just... So, although I've said that he's completely genuine, there's a little warning sign there that says, actually, he might be full of shit as well.
Yeah, because, Dave, right, you know what goes into a paella? We've got chicken, prawns, mussels, we've got the rice, we've got the veg, we've got all sorts of stuff that goes into. I grew up eating paellas as a kid. We literally lived in Spain. It's not difficult if you know what you're doing and you've done it. It's more a case of, it's like anything, it's consistency. The fucking lad can't scramble an egg. I mean, is he going to do? And I always love it on Come Dine With Me. It's true, though, I love it on Come Dine With Me when someone got rumbled on there, and I thought it was hilarious where he delivered like restaurant standard food to everyone. And then when they went in the kitchen, the restaurant were outside handing the food to him in takeaway bags. Now, he might have ordered a paella, tipped it onto a plate. And I thought that was fucking outstanding TV because I loved the taking the piss of the fact that he was pretending to cook and he was just bullshitting all the way through. If he could do that, then fine. But fucking ordering a takeaway and putting it on a plate does not amount to cooking something. I'm sorry, Tommy. You're talking bullshit.
Do you reckon he's thinking ahead and he's thinking, well, my mum can cook this and my mum can cook that. So you come around and, I'll serve this up. My mum's actually cooked it, and I'll serve it up to you.
Well, Dave, there was a lot of things in this series of Love Island Tommy just doesn't do, does he? So, fucking hell, I think he can just about wipe his arse, let alone anything else. So I don't fucking believe for a minute he can cook anything. I call bullshit on that, Tommy. I'm sorry.
Absolutely. Now, Chris, what did you make to the boys' challenge? Because I agree the dates were kind of... It was nice. It was sweet, I thought. Yeah. I think it sounds like I was a bit more bought in than you were. I've never seen this before. But I did think the boys' challenge was a bit of fun. And I thought, the initial dishing out, they didn't seem to be equally as difficult, though. Some of them were really quite tricky. I thought Tommy, picking the massage one there, I thought that was a lot more difficult than, say, Ovi chucking Ellie Belly in the tree and then spilling milk over Maura. Although he was, and I've used this before, Chris, he was taking a bit of a chance there because it's effectively putting your crown jewels in a lion's mouth while flicking his love spuds with a wet towel. He was taking his life into his own hands there, wasn't he, spilling it over Maura. I mean, anyone else, he could have spilled it over. But I thought he was taking a chance there. But what did you make to the whole boys' challenge?
Well, Dave, when he threw milk and spilled milk all over Mora, there was millions of voices around the UK going, I wish that bastard had spilled his milk on me.
Mine included.
I thought it's very much, obviously we have listeners from all over the world, and I know we have Big Brother in the US and various other countries, but Big Brother UK always had these sort of games where someone would go in the diary room and they say, right, we need you to go and get someone to say this or get someone to do this. It was very much out of the Big Brother playbook, but I enjoyed it. I thought it was quite funny. It was the girls are obviously seeing their ass. We had Maura seeing her ass with Curtis because he was asking two other girls for a fashion show. Which, why was no one questioning that he was asking for a fashion show? I'm sorry, it still backs up my theory yesterday. It was like it was normal. And then you've got Tommy asking for back massages, and Molly May's face was looking to say, fuck's he not asking me for a back massage? You know, oh, me traps. And I really enjoy it. I know, but Ovi again, he stole the show, did he? Ellie Belly went for a bird and she got thrown into the tree. And then the timing of the milk, though, Dave, was absolutely perfect. And she just didn't have a clue. And then, obviously, Greg got Maura to say fanny flutters, which was probably the easiest fucking bit of the whole thing. I was going to
say, you just have to have a 5-minute conversation with her, don't you? but he was struggling a bit for that first one. And I liked his little hand movement. He said, does that not give you the old, you know, and he's wiggling his fingers down there. The fanny flutters. You know?
Yeah, and then he said, oh, say it without the T, did he, or something?
I don't know. But what did she say? She had a T-shirt made up with it on or something?
Yeah, something like, no, she created a WhatsApp group with a mum and someone else. And So mum's about as batshit crazy as Maura, I think. That's brilliant. It's obviously got a great relationship with her mum, to be fair, Dave. That's really funny. Really funny.
Yeah, absolutely. So anything else catch your eye tonight?
At the end of the show, we had the voting as well if another couple's going to get off. So each sort of pairing had to pick somebody. Molly May was quite scathing, wasn't she? I mean, she went all in on Anton and Belle. They've had one argument the whole time, but you'd think the way she was going on that they've been arguing every minute of every day, unless we've not seen something. So I thought that was bizarre. Anton and Belle got 2 votes. We had Ovi and India got 2 votes, and Curtis and Maura got 1, and they were obviously vulnerable. And I did vote for Ovi and India, I'll be honest with you, because I'm not buying Maura and Curtis one bit. And I think maybe we might see Maura and Curtis go now that it's at the public vote stage, Dave.
Yeah, I think so. And I agree. I guess I was watching this and thinking, I have no idea which way this is going to go, because it's not just about the couples, is it? You know that, say, that bromance between Tommy and Curtis is going to save them from, you know, they're not going to vote for each other. Molly May seems to have been on one, doesn't she? Like attacking at various times Anton and Belle. So it's clear that that's probably where that couple was going to vote. But yeah, I couldn't really call it. But yeah, I've got to tell you, my vote went for Ovi in India as well. So, you know, hopefully, I'm pretty sure, you know, there's enough people, you know, even if it was Ovi on his own, he'd be safe, I think. And I do think, you know, out of those 3, I think Curtis and Maura might be the ones to go. I think you're right.
Yeah, the one thing I would say in their defence, which I think is a bit bizarre, they only got 1 vote, but yet the others got 2. And I can't work out how they're even in there. Surely the 2 couples that have got 2 votes should be the ones up. I just couldn't work out how 3 of them have been included in that to be saved. I thought that was really weird.
Yeah, it should be, really, shouldn't it?
Yeah. But, you know, as much as I like Ovi and that, I just don't get it.
Yeah, I just think it's one of those, isn't it? If you get a single vote, then it goes to the public.
Yeah, and again, I suppose it shows that Tommy and Molly are still in there, aren't they? So we'll see how that one plays out. No, so just before we go, as always, I want to thank everybody over the last 2 months who's listened to the show, liked it, retweeted, sent us reviews, good or bad, and just genuinely fed back and sent the emails in to us. We really appreciate it. We beyond our wildest dreams, the way this has taken off. So thank you so much. And we are going to be sticking around for a few more Love Islands. I can hear the sigh now in Dave's voice. So if you do want to contact the show on Twitter at Love Island Cast, if you want to email us, theloveislandcast@gmail.com. And please, if you can, if you've got a spare couple of minutes, get onto your podcast catching app, ever you listen to us, and drop us a 5-star review. It just helps everything about the show grow. And hopefully we'll improve some of our jokes for a bit later on this year. So we'll see. Now, Dave, is there anything else you'd like to add on today's show?
Well, Chris, there is actually. So we've received an email, which I managed to hide from you. So it's from a certain Samantha Phelps. And it reads, "Hi, guys. I agree with Joe and all of you that I don't even want to watch tonight's show. I don't give a shit about Molly and Tommy's dates. Let's see if she cries tonight, if any tears actually leave her eyes." Well, it was either tears or a bit of spray, I think, in between scenes. So over them. If they win, I will never watch this show again, in brackets, and I've done so from the start all these years. Anton and Belle. Who? What? Who cares? I don't actually believe Anton likes her. He always looks scared to me. Maybe as she's told him who her dad is. He's stuck with her for life as he's fearing for his life. I don't even want to watch the final, to be honest, as I'm bored with the whole show this year. There have been some great moments, all way too staged for me. I hope next year the producers take it back to basics. Finally, I just have to say, though, guys, great show. You've kept the fun going all the way through. I'm sure it's been hard going doing this every single day. People don't understand the time and effort you guys put into the show. So well done to both of you. Only a few days left now, and you can have your lives back. Until the next time. Don't know what I'm going to listen to every day whilst on my lunch. Maybe I'll have to start listening to your comics podcast or the VHS Strikes Back, just so I don't get withdrawals. So I look forward to hearing from you both again. Well done again from all us listeners. Samantha Phelps. So what do you think to that, Chris?
Well, you did well hiding that from me, Dave. Anyway, great email. Really good email. I mean, obviously Sam's having to put up with me doing the editing, the podcasting, both of us doing it. It disrupts a lot of our life, but we enjoy it so much, and that's why we do it. And this has just been an absolute brilliant roller coaster of fun for me. Two friends just taking the piss, and I absolutely love it.
Yeah, it's interesting that she's looking for our other podcasts to listen to. I think there might be a bit of a Love Island triangle going on here, Chris, given that she could talk to you every day.
I think you're funnier than me, Dave. That's probably why.
Oh, dear. No, that's brilliant. Really, really good, as always. But so what I've actually done there, Chris, is I've managed to keep myself talking because you've stitched me up so many times over the last few days. And say, how are you going to lead us out today?
Well, Dave, it's been an emotional episode today. We've had the dates. We've had everybody pitching basically to win the show. But my question to you and everybody out there, does anybody really give a fuck? We'll see you next time.